Bathing suit Barbie on the cover wrap of Sports Illustrated versus a bikini-clad Lena Dunham of HBO's Girls, actress Ellen Page coming out as gay, and a proposal in Kansas that would allow parents to spank their children without being charged with child abuse. These are just some of the issues the Los Angeles Times' Robin Abcarian is covering this week in her Takeaway blog. Hello, Robin.
Hi, Ann.
So, Robin, tell me first of all, we've got Barbie on the cover wrap of Sports Illustrated versus Lena Dunham. You're more interested in Lena Dunham.
I am. Here's a young woman who's 27 years old. She's kind of a creative genius who's the writer, producer, director, and star in HBO's series Girls. And she's as far from the typical Hollywood starlet as you can get. She's sort of overweight, and she doesn't wear a lot of makeup, and she doesn't seem obsessed with her appearance. And she spent most of the 30-minute episode last Sunday night wearing a green string bikini.
So are you saying the focus should have been more on her than on kind of, you know, highlighting Barbie?
Yes, what I'm saying is she does more as a role model for girls and their self-images than a million Barbies and fancy supermodels on the cover of Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue can ever do. I mean, what she has done, I think, to improve the self-esteem by girls just by appearing in a bathing suit, you know, in her natural state on TV, I think is a very important step for young women and something they rarely see in the entertainment business. And for that, I really have to salute her as a kind of hero to young women.
Well, continuing in the theme of young women, Ellen Page came out last week as being gay. Why is this significant since so many celebrities have come out in recent weeks?
Yes, at the Human Rights Campaign conference in Las Vegas last weekend, Ellen Page came out on stage, and it was a conference dedicated to LGBTQ youth, and announced that she was gay. Why was this important? Because this is a young woman who came of age, you know, in the camera's glare. She was the star of Juno as a teenager, which was a film about a young woman who became pregnant while she was in high school. And, you know, she is somebody who has had to figure out a way how to navigate her personal privacy with the demands of Hollywood stardom. And so there was always a lot of speculation about her sexuality, probably at a time when she was kind of figuring it out for herself. And so I think she felt the need to sort of conceal that part of her private life because it was uncomfortable and felt intrusive to her. So for her to come forward and announce in that kind of big forum, I think really just buoyed the spirits of all the people in the room and made them kind of root for her and reaffirm for her that it's totally okay to be gay in Hollywood, even though we know so often that many Hollywood actors feel that they have to hide their sexuality if they're gay.
Very interesting. Now to Kansas.
Yes.
Legislation allowing parents to spank their children? What's this about?
There's a Democratic state senator in Kansas who has proposed allowing parents and educators and others who mind children to allow them to spank children until their bottoms become red or are bruised. Now, it's always been legal to spank your children in Kansas, but she was worried because parents were being investigated by Department of Children's Services because their children were bruised or had red marks from spanking.
Well, let me ask you this. Is there a child behavioral problem in Kansas? Is this why we need this?
I think there's a state legislator behavioral problem in Kansas. And all the experts, all the child development experts say that spanking children only models violence and frustration for children. It is not a good way to teach children how to resolve conflicts. The crazy thing about this legislator's proposal is that she's saying that even teenagers as old as 18 years old, if they're still in high school, should be able to be spanked by their educators and parents, and that's okay.
Wow, really interesting.
Yeah.
For more on these topics, please go to Robin's column, The Takeaway, at latimes.com.